right, this is homework practice 11-2 for second grade. So let's take a look here. We are finding different ways to count back and subtract on open number lines. So this is one way we could do it. It's 917 minus 332. So they did 300, subtracting 300 minus 20 minus 2. So let's take a look at some different ways that we can go through and solve the same problems. So we have 925 minus 230. So we've got 925. I'm going to subtract 200 first. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So we know that's going to be 725 minus 30. So I can do 10, 20, 30. So minus 10, minus 10, and minus 10. 725 minus 10 is 715. 715 minus 10 is 705. And 705 minus 10 is 695. So 695. Again, if you want to do hops by 100, two 100s, or break it up a little bit smaller, you could do it whichever strategy you feel most comfortable with. Okay, let's do this one. 384 minus 126. So I'm going to start with 100 first. So I'm going to minus 100. Okay, so I know I need to do 126. Right now I've only done 100. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's going to be 284. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my 20s. I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 20s. And I'm going to do two groups of 10. Minus 10, minus 20. Minus 10, minus 10 is another 20. 284 minus 10 is 274. Minus 10 is 264. Now we need to subtract 6. Okay, so we've done that. We need to do our 6. I've got a 4 here. So what I'm going to do is break this apart into 4 and 2. So I'm going to subtract 4 minus 4, puts me at 260, and then I just have to subtract 2. And when I subtract 2 from that, I get 258 as my difference. So that's just one strategy I like to do because I like to keep it, if I can get it down to a 0 in the ones place, that helps me when I do my mental math, when I'm thinking in my head about how I can get it a little bit easier. Okay, 464 grapes are in a basket. So we know 464 grapes are in a basket. 126 of the grapes are red and the rest are green. How many grapes are green? So we're going to subtract 126. So I know we have 126 here. I'm going to subtract my 100 first. So I've already done the 100. Minus 100. So 4 minus 1 is 3, 364. Now I need to subtract 20. Well, I can just do that as one hop of 20 here because I'm working with things in the tens place. So 6 minus 2 is 4, so that would be 344 grapes. And then, so I've done my 20. Now I just need to get rid of the 6. So again, I can do the same thing if I'd like to with my 6. My 6, if I look at the ones digit here, it's a 4. 6 is equal to 4 and 2. So I could subtract 4 of them, and that puts me at 340 grapes. And then if I subtract 2 more grapes, 340 minus 2 is going to be 338. So I have 338 green grapes. Okay, look at number 4. Gabby has 592 bottle caps. She gives, and I know when she gives it away, it's going to be subtraction. She gives 215 bottle caps to Leroy. How many bottle caps does Gabby have left? So if we start with 592, and she is subtracting 215. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the 200 minus 200, okay? 5 minus 2 is 3, because we're dealing with the hundreds place. 392. Now we need to still do 15. So I could subtract 10 here, minus 10. 392 minus 10 is going to be 382. So I've done 210. I need to do 215. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hops if I wanted to. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Okay? 382 minus 1 is 381. 1. Minus 1 is 380. Minus 1 is 379. Minus 1 is 378. Minus 1 more is 377. So 377 bottle caps. See how much time that took to go back by ones? So that's why I like to use the strategy that I used over here and kind of break it up so it goes a little bit faster. Okay? Higher order thinking, write a math story for 348 minus 144. Draw an open number line to solve the problem. So we can go down here and we know it's 348. I can say I have 348 buttons. I gave 144 buttons to my friend. How many do I have now? How many do I have now? Okay, so let's do our 144 subtraction. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 100 minus 100. 348 minus 100 is 248 minus 40. Now look at how great this is. I'm just going to do my 40 here because there's already a 40 here. So 40 minus 40 is 0. So we're going to put 208. And then we need to subtract 4 backwards. So 208 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. So we know it's going to be 204 buttons that I have left. And you can choose whatever you'd like to for your number story. Okay, number 6, the open number line below shows a subtraction problem. Complete the equation, write the numbers that are used to subtract and the difference. Okay, so let's take a look here. This is our assessment one, so make sure this is done and pause the video and then do the assessment and turn it back on so we can make sure that you're understanding it. So 762. 762. Now let's see what they're subtracting. 100 plus 30 plus 4. So we're subtracting 134. And then we need to find out what the answer is. So they've done this work here for us, but let's double check it because sometimes they like to trick us. 762 minus 100 is 662. Minus 30 is 632 minus 4. Well, we know that 632, we can count backwards if we want to. 632, we can go 631, 630, 629, 628. 628, or you can just do your mental math in your head to solve that problem. Great job, everyone.